the quick, short version. The four members of my board would be President Barack Obama, the actor Christopher Lee, W.E.B. Du Bois, Patton Oswalt, and a shout out to my wife for sure, President Obama, because he said that money was not the only answer, but it certainly makes a difference. He did say that focusing on money is a weak ambition, that it is not until you hit yourself into a wagon that is larger than yourself that you'll truly know your potential. Christopher Lee was not only Special Warfare, but then an actor, and then released a metal album in his 90s. He's very motivational in that sense. His mentality was, we don't always get to choose the jobs that we want, but we choose to handle them with grace and dignity. W.E.B. Du Bois was huge in the influence of the change from slavery to freedom in Black American history. His juxtaposition to Booker T. Washington at the Atlanta address is enormous, but he also had a way of seeing education as not just what happens inside the schoolhouse, but in all that molds us in life, and he was extremely good at articulating it. Patton Oswalt, who said that the country was run by a bunch of drunk dads, but also because he faces depression in such a way that he finds humor in the darkest places, he's able to articulate himself and understand his feelings and know that a situation is not, though it is impactful, it does not have to change him. Even though he suffers with that, I followed his career as he went through the death of his wife, and he handled it with such decorum. It was really impressive. And then finally, a shout out to my wife, who sees the best in people, knows how to appreciate people, motivates her team, and everybody loves her. She's good to both the people she works for and the people who work for her. She's incredible. Integrity number one on my list of attributes that are important in leadership. Accountability and patience, they're all up there. I had them listed in my mind, and the way that I see them is a little different. Diplomacy and empathy, which kind of embody a lot of those, to include self-discipline, patience, confidence, action over ideas, leading from the front, which again, self-discipline, preparation, accountability, flexibility as well. You have to be able to do so. And then finally, finding humor in things and being able to grow always and not being so arrogant that you're not willing to learn, which again, patience, resourceful, accountability, flexible. So I guess if you had to pick the top three, I would say that it is integrity, patience, and flexibility. Integrity, accountability, and self-discipline. I don't know, self-discipline, yeah. Integrity, accountability, self-discipline, patience. My confidence needs work. I second guess everything, even though all of my accomplishments, again, a big nugget for me was I'm not what I do, which I went into in the longer version, but so I need to work on confidence and patience for sure. I struggle as being a dad and being patient. I got four boys. If I go stoic and I'm not making expressions and tonal quality and facial expressions, it means that the crap has hit the fan. So you can actually tell my dead tell is if I go completely stoic, that something has made me like I'm above the angry point, and now things have gotten bad. And the nugget that I'm going to take with us is actually that circumstances are real. They do impact us, but they shouldn't control us. It goes in line with what Dan Harmon says, that our emotions are real, but they are not our reality. You should not let them control us. I think that's extremely important. And as a veteran, I do tend to have a problem putting all of my confidence in one bank sometimes. I think that a lot of veterans do, and when we get out, we struggle with that change because we identified so strongly with what we did in our circumstances as opposed to who we are.